Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel Sociocritic. I am Prashant Kumar in the MCQ series of Social Science 10th Standard. So now in another one in the fourth series, a few lessons let us see. Already we discussed about some lessons, history completed. Now remaining let us continue. Remaining 5 or 6 lessons today let us discuss. Now, first of all, social stratification. From this lesson, some multiple choice questions I prepared. Just let us see. Yeah. Now, first one. According to Mahatma Gandhi, untouchability is a dash attached to Hindu skin. Stigma, curse, leprosy, social evil. Answer is leprosy. Yeah, it's okay. Next. Section 17 of Indian Constitution prohibits the practice of caste system, idol worship, untouchability, gender discrimination. Yes, you are right. Answer is option C, untouchability. Yeah. And next question. The Untouchability Crime Act was implemented in the year 1952, 1954, 1953, 1955. Answer is 1955. Okay, yeah. The Civil Rights Protection Act was passed in the year 1966, 1976, 1986, 1996. Answer is option B, 1976. Actually, here whatever the Untouchability Crime Act which was passed in 1955 with amendment became Civil Rights Protection Act or Citizens Right Protection Act. Okay. Next question. The act that deals with the practice of untouchability as a punishable offense. Right to equality, right to justice, right to liberty, Civil Rights Protection Act. Yeah, so you know that one. Civil Rights Protection Act or Citizens Rights Protection Act. Okay. Next question. Special responsibilities are conferred to state governments with regard to the eradication of untouchability under the regulation of 1989, 1990, 1991, 1992. Answer is the end of the lesson it is given. So it is 1989. Yes. So next question is in the practice of untouchability is dying down due to the gradual increase in what? Population, literacy, income, standard of living? Yes. Option B, literacy. Yeah. Next question. Class systems in society created in modern days too. Colorization, industrialization, education, population. Class system because of industrialization. Okay, yeah. Next, social stratification is a system in which people can change status based on the self-classification, ranking of individuals based on money. Social stratification is ranking of individuals based on different. Yeah. So next question. The importance of section 17 of the Constitution is, yeah, that is importance of section 17, prohibition of untouchability, providing free and compulsory education, providing more provisions to women in politics, providing reservation for backward classes in education. It is, the answer is prohibiting of untouchability, prohibition of untouchability. Okay. Another question. Section of the Constitution declares that The practice of untouchability is a punishable offense. Which section says that one? 11, 17, 13, 15. It is 17. Another way of asking question. Already came this same point. Untouchability Crime Act was amended as, already I told, it is Civil Rights Protection Act. Option C, Civil Rights Protection Act or Citizens Right Protection Act. People belonging to lower castes were considered as blacks, Shudras, slaves, poor. Yes, Shudras. Who argued in favor of education as a public property? Who told that one? Who argued for that? Gandhiji, Nehru, Ambedkar, Rajendra Prasad? Yes, answer is Ambedkar. Yes, this is about this lesson, stratification. Next, labor. From labor lesson, let us see. Who wrote the book The Republic? Yes, you know, already we discussed about that. Plato. And who said human society is formed on natural inequalities? Aristotle, Plato, Karl Marx, Ambedkar. Plato. Yeah, Plato told about that. And who said division of labor creates less skilled workers? Aristotle, Plato, Karl Marx, Ambedkar. It is Karl Marx. Yeah. According to Karl Marx, the division of dash labor achieves social control through class status and stratification. Social labor, economic labor, both A and B, none of the above. So it is option A, social labor. Okay. And then having deeper knowledge and in-depth skill in one particular field is called knowledge, education, specialization, division of labor. Yes, yeah, you are right. Specialization. Yes. In the book Footloosers, a study of dash is done. Division of labor, circular migration, social security, child labor. So it is, yeah, option B, circular migration. Yes. So this is about this lesson, labor. Next, social movements. From the social movements, a collection of people at a particular point without any prior plan is called group, mob, strike, gather. So it is a mob. Yeah. Which of the following was started in 1973 to save the evergreen tropical forests in the Palakkad district of Kerala? Yeah. India. Kerala in India from being flooded by the hydroelectric project. Chipko movement, Silent Valley movement, Apiko movement, Jungle Bachao movement, Andolan. So it is, yeah, you are right. Option B, Silent Valley movement. Yes. Next, Chipko Andolan is concerned with conservation of natural resources, development of new breeds of forest plants, Zoological Survey of India, forest conservation. So Chipko Andolan, Chipko movement, forest conservation. Who started that? That is Sundarlal Bahuguna. Recently he died. Sundarlal Bahuguna. A great personality. Yeah. That is in Uttar Pradesh. Next, Apiko movement began in which state? Apiko movement, Chipko movement, yeah, Uttar Pradesh. This is Apiko movement, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka. Yes, Karnataka. It is in Karnataka. Panduranga Hegde, his name is associated with which of the following environmental movement? Panduranga Hegde, Chipko movement, Apiko movement, Navadhanya, and also Narmada Bachao. In which one? So it is Appico movement. Yeah, and it is in Uttara Kannada. Okay, yeah. In which year Chipko movement began? 1973, 1983, 1992, 1996. It is 1973. Okay, this is about movements and social problems. But here in the movements, social movements, some other questions. Narmada Bachao Andolan, who guided that? Who was the leader? Yeah, Medha Patkar. So such questions, which movements, very important one. Yeah, social problems. So in this one, national policy was implemented in the year 1984, 1961, 1986, 1987. 1987 is the answer. The Child Labor Prohibition and Control Act was passed in the year 1983, 1984, 85, 86. So answer is option D, 1986. Yeah. Which article of our constitution declares child labor as a cognizable offense? Which article? 17, 15, 16 or 24th article? It is 24th article, number 24. Prohibition of Dowry Act was passed first in the year. Afterwards amended. First 1961, 1986, 1987, 1994. It is 1961. Prohibition of dowry. Prohibition of prenatal gender discrimination, gender determination test act was enacted in PPGDT. That is 1961, 1984, 1987, 1994. Option D, 1994. When was the Prohibition of Dowry Act was amended? Implemented 1961, amended 1983, 1986, 1994, 1996. It is 1986. Option B. Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act, POCSO Act was brought in 1986, 2006, 2012, 2015. Answer is yes, you are right, 2012. Yeah, these are some important one, and in this one still you can say those who involve children below 14 in the job, etc., child labor, what we say, for them punishment how much? So 50,000 plus 2-year imprisonment, and parents 10,000. So like this one also important one. Next, Indian physiography. In that first question, Gangotri and Yamunotri glaciers are found in Himachal, Himadri, Shivalik, northern plains. Gangotri and Yamunotri glaciers are found in Himadri. Yeah, Great Himalayas or Himadri. It is the highest peak in India. Kanchenjunga, Mount Everest, Mount Godwin Austen, Dhaulagiri. Answer? Mount Godwin Austen is the highest peak in India. Mount Everest in the world. In India, Mount Godwin Austen, or it is also called as Mount K2. Okay. It lies at the north in Karakoram range, Trans-Himalayas. In that one, Karakoram range it is. Dash is noted for famous hill station. Himachal, Himadri, Shivalik, northern plains. Yes, Himachal is known for its hill stations. Shivalik Hills is also known as Inner Himalaya, Outer Himalaya, Middle Himalaya, Lesser Himalaya. So it is Outer Himalaya. Lesser Himalaya also answer. Outer Himalaya, foothills of Himalaya. So like that. Actually, Outer Himalaya or foothills of Himalaya. Dash lies between the Himalayas and the peninsular plate of India. Coastal plain, northern plain, eastern Ghats, western Ghats. Between Himalayas and peninsular plate, yes, you are right, northern plains. Which is the highest peak on the Abu Hills of Aravali range? In Aravali range, Abu Hills ranges are there. That which is the highest peak? Anemudi, Nilgiri, Guru Shikhar, Armakonda. That is Guru Shikhar. Mount Guru Shikhar is the highest peak in Abu range. Dash is the highest peak in South India. Anemudi, Nilgiris, Guru Shikhar, Armakonda. In South India, highest peak is Anemudi. Okay, and in the Western Ghats, Anemudi is the highest peak. In the Eastern Ghats, Armakonda is the highest peak. Okay. Next question. The Western Ghats are steeper on which side? Western side or eastern side? Western side, eastern side, northern side or southern side? Steeper, more steeper in the western side. Yeah. Which range flanks the northern edge of the Narmada Valley? Vindhyas, Satpura, Annamalai Hills, Armakonda. That is Vindhya. Vindhyas actually. Vindhyas. Yeah. Next. Dash lies in the northeastern part of Peninsula Plate. Northeastern part. Vindhyas, Satpura, Annamalai Range, and Chota Nagpur Plate. So to the northeast part, Chota Nagpur Plate. Okay. The number of islands in India are 204, 247, 43, 275. So it is 247 islands are there. Total 247 islands. Lakshadweep 43 islands and Andaman Nicobar Islands 204 islands. Okay. Yeah. Next. On the basis of physical features, India can be divided into how many divisions? 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 4 divisions. Yes, you are right. Himalayan range begins at Pamir Knot and ends at Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Assam, Sikkim. Where? Arunachal Pradesh. Yeah. Length of Himalayas from Pamir Knot to Arunachal Pradesh, how much? 1500 kilometers, 2000 kilometers, 2500 kilometers, 3000 kilometers. It is the 2500 kilometers. Yes, you are right. At the foothills of Himalayas, we find Greater Himalayas, Himachal, Eastern Himalayas, Sivaliks. Foothills of Himalaya, I told already, Sivaliks. Yeah. Flat bottom structured valleys found in Sivaliks are called flat bottom structures. They are dunes, glaciers, passes, lagoons. So it is dunes. Example, Dehradun. Dehradun is example for dunes. In Himalayas, Sivaliks are found in the north, south, east, west. In the Himalayas, Sivaliks are found to the south. Okay, south of Himalayas. And another question. Greater Himalayas is called Himadri because it has or it is the highest peak, many passes, the abode of gods, covered with the snow. Himadri. Hima means snow, covered with the snow. Yeah. The highest peak in the Greater Himalayas. Greater Himalayas, highest peak. Mount Everest, Nanda Devi, Gauri Shankar, Pir Panjal. Yes, as usual, Mount Everest. Okay. Mount Everest lies in India, China, Nepal, Myanmar. It is in Nepal. It is in Nepal. Between Nepal and Tibet it is. Okay. Godwin Austen is, what is Godwin Austen? Another name of Mount K2, Hindu Pilgrim Center, military station, name of a river. Yes, you are right. Very good. It is another name of Mount K2. Plains that are low-lying flat areas and which are formed by deposition of terrae soil, alluvial soil, loamy soil, red soil, northern plain formed by. Yes, option B, alluvial soil. Yes. Next, the largest of all physiographic divisions of India is the largest among the physiographic divisions. Gangetic Plain, Coastal Region, Peninsula Plate, and Northern Mountains. Yes, very good. You are doing very well. The Peninsula Plate is the largest and oldest. The largest among the physiographic divisions and oldest among the physiographic divisions. The river that divides the Peninsula Plate into two parts. Ganga, Krishna, Tapati, Narmada. Yes, Narmada, River Narmada. To the west of the Peninsula Plate lie a long range of mountains called, to the west of Peninsula Plate, Michael Range, Sahyadris, Satpura, Amarkantak Hills. It is Sahyadris. Western Ghat is called as Sahyadris. Highest peak of South India. Already told, Anemudi, Armakonda, Mount K2, Mount Everest. It is Anemudi. Western Ghats meet Eastern Ghats at, Eastern Ghat and Western Ghat meet at Annamalai Range, Nilgiris, Mahadev Hills, Armakonda. So it is Nilgiri Hills. The place is called as Udaka Mandala or Ooty. In that place, Nilgiri Hills. Okay. Highest peak in Abu Hills, I already told. Yeah. So that is Guru Shikara. Next. In the Peninsula Plate, the rivers from many form many waterfalls. Rivers form, that one, not from. Rivers form many waterfalls, hence are suited. Hence they are called. Hence they are useful for attract tourists because of waterfalls, for production of hydroelectricity, for animal sanctuaries, to help in irrigation. So mainly waterfalls are famous for hydroelectricity, production of hydroelectricity. Yeah. Malabar coast is another name for the coast of Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat. Malabar coast. It is in Kerala. In Karnataka it is Canara coast. In Maharashtra and Goa it is Konkan coast. Yeah. Eastern coast there it is in Tamil Nadu it is called as Coromandel coast. Okay. Or they can ask the southern part of a western coastal region is called as, it is Malabar coast. The port of Kandla brings goods into the state of Kandla, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Goa, Madhya Pradesh. It is Gujarat. Or they may ask this one also in the port. Actually, here in the water resources it comes there. Let us discuss about that. Okay. It is Gujarat. Lagoons. What are lagoons? Lagoons refer to freshwater lake, saltwater lake, name of island, name of a port, lagoon. Yes, you are right. Saltwater lakes. Option B, saltwater lakes. Yeah. Northern part of eastern coast is called, northern half of eastern coast, Coromandel coast, Konkan coast, Canara coast, Utkal coast. Yeah, southern half is called as Coromandel coast. Northern half is called as Utkal coast or northern Sarkars. Utkal coast is also called as northern Sarkars. Okay. Lakshadweep islands are also called as Coral islands, volcanic islands, shell islands, or frozen islands. Lakshadweep islands are called as coral islands. Yeah. And this one, Andaman Nicobar Islands, volcanic eruption, because of that it is formed. Yeah. Next, number of islands in the Andaman Nicobar Islands, I told already. 43, 204, 247, 45. Total 47 we have. So Andaman Nicobar how much? 204. Yeah, 43 in Lakshadweep. Okay. To remember that one, which is more, Lakshadweep, lakhs of Dweepa. But lakhs not there. Number is less, 43 only. But Andaman Nicobar, that is 204. Yeah. Reverse, like irony. Indian climate, next lesson. India's climate is, which is Indian climate? Mediterranean climate, tropical monsoon climate, polar climate, temperate climate. Indian climate is, yes, you are right, tropical monsoon climate. Yeah. The seasons of Indian climate can be divided into 2, 3, 4, 5. It is 4 divisions. Winter season, summer season, rainy season or southwest monsoon season, retreating monsoon season. Okay, 4. Sun's rays are perpendicular or vertical in the northern hemisphere in the month of May, July, September, January. It is, yeah, May. Answer I didn't write. So it is in the month of May. Vertical on the northern hemisphere, the month of May. Then North Indian plains are very hot during summer because North Indian plains, they lie in the rain shadow region, are closer to Himalayas. Closer to Himalaya, why it is hot? Are far away from the sea. Aren't many forests there? Because, yeah, are far away from the sea. Okay, that is the answer. Hottest place in the country, in India, at 52 degrees Celsius, 49 point something. Ahmednagar, Allahabad, Jaisalmer, Ganganagar. That is Ganganagar in the Jaisalmer district. And now the temperature in South India during summer is temperate. The temperature in South India is during summer is temperate because of southwest monsoon, northeast monsoon, Nilgiri mountains, water bodies surrounding. Yeah, option D, water bodies surrounding. Because of that it is temperate, a little bit cool. Rainfall that occurs during summer in West Bengal. Kala Baisakhi, mango showers, Andis, coffee blossoms. It is, yes, you are right. In West Bengal it is called as Kala Baisakhi, mango shower. In Kerala, Andis in Uttar Pradesh, and coffee blossoms in Karnataka. That one you should remember. Yeah. Next, in October, there is a decrease in temperature because sun's rays fall. October, vertically over northern hemisphere, directly over the equator, perpendicular over the Tropic of Cancer, yeah, or vertical, perpendicular, directly, and vertical over southern hemisphere. So in the October there is a decrease in the temperature because vertical rays fall on southern hemisphere, oblique rays fall on northern hemisphere. Yes, so vertical rays fall on southern hemisphere is the answer. Option D is the answer. So vertical rays fall on the southern hemisphere. So oblique rays fall on northern hemisphere. India is in northern hemisphere, so temperature decreases. Yeah. Next, during the month of October and November, the east coast gets heavy rainfall. Eastern coast of India, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh, etc., Odisha, Because of tropical cyclones, temperate cyclones, typhoons, tsunamis. Because of tropical cyclones. Okay. Next, India gets maximum rainfall in the month of June to September, March to May, October to November, December to February. That is in the rainy season, June to September. Okay. The Meghalaya, the place that gets the highest rainfall is Cherrapunji, Mawsynram, Shillong, Bahati. So actually, previously it was Cherrapunji, now it is Mawsynram. Okay. Now the place that gets the least rainfall, annual rainfall at just 8.3 centimeters, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Rohili, Udaipur. That is in Rajasthan, Rohili. Okay. The season falls between March to May, MMS. March to May, summer, MMS. Yeah, summer. Next, which season falls between June to mid-September? Winter, summer, rainy, rotating monsoon. June to mid-September, it is a rainy season. Yeah, yes. Next, the season falls between mid-September to November. That is a retreating monsoon season. Then mid-September to December. So here up to mid-November, mid-November to October. Now, sorry, September to November. November end. November to then afterwards. December to February. That is the winter season. Okay, March to May, summer. Coldest month of the year. March, September, June, January. Winter season is a cold, so it is January. During this season, the sun's rays fall vertically over the northern hemisphere. Summer, winter, retreating monsoon, rainy season. That is the summer. Vertical rays fall on the northern hemisphere, then it is summer in India. When vertical rays fall on the southern hemisphere, it is winter in India. Okay. India receives only dash of its annual rainfall during summer. How much percentage? 25%, 50%, 10%, 70%. In the summer season, it is 10%. In rainy season, 75%. Yeah, it's okay. So this is about some important questions from the climate and other lessons, 6 lessons we covered today. So some more lessons we have. So all the lessons I will do and wait for that and observe properly and read properly. Definitely your exam will be very easy to get the knowledge, to increase the knowledge, to face the competitive exam also. It is very important one. And I will come back to you with another video of remaining lessons. Thank you. Thank you very much.